Welcome everyone. Welcome to the Grayson Way. I'll be Ron G, and this is the wife.
Hello.
Better known as, what you want the people to call you?
Dawn.
Because she got a lot of names.
I have a lot of names. We are making beefy vegan beet burgers.
Say it again.
Beefy vegan beet burgers.
Say it again.
No. From vegnews.com, VEGNEWS.com.
And we're going to put our own little twist. We always like to put our own little twist. Even though we following what the recipe may say, we'll probably do it a little different. That's what we do.
A little different.
That's what we do.
So we have a lot of stuff going on here. We did some pre-chopping our shredded beets.
Guess what that is, y'all? Matter of fact, let y'all see a little bit
Bloody
of that.
disgustingness.
Look at that.
Alright, so first, in a medium skillet, heat 1 tablespoon of oil and add onion and cook until soft, and then add the garlic. So we're going to do that first.
Soft.
Soft.
Now, we're not using
Olive oil.
olive oil. We are using avocado oil.
That's the oil we buy mainly, and I didn't want to buy extra oil just to do this.
I told you, we do it a little different.
Plus, we want to use up the ingredients we have before buying more ingredients. That's how you save money. At least that's how we try to save money. Because we like expensive stuff, so we may as well use it up when we buy it.
100% avocado.
Instead of buying other stuff.
Avocado oil. Yeah, this is true.
Yeah. I'm trying to dump the beets in here. Or we can leave them on there. It's up to you.
Yeah.
So we halved the recipe because it called for 8 burgers. So all of the ingredients we're doing half. So it called for 2 medium beets. We used half of a huge beet that we had here. It calls for, you can just leave it there. Just leave it there. It called for a half an onion. But we had this huge, it called for 1 small onion. But we had this huge onion. So we just used half. Just like we just used half of this huge beet that we had.
I'm afraid of beets, y'all. Like,
No, you're not. I put them in your juice all the time.
yeah, I don't like the way they make me feel sometimes.
The way you make me feel.
I just don't like it, I say.
So yeah, just have
So
to.
what you got going on in the pan?
I have the red onion in the pan, and I'm just gonna put a little bit of salt and pepper, because we like to season in layers as we go, so that each part has its own seasoning.
We learned that the hard way. It actually tastes, oh, you can't see me.
So you can have different flavors going on the whole time.
It actually makes a difference, y'all.
It really does. So next, I'm going to put some minced garlic in the pan. Turn the gas down a little bit. So it called for 2 cloves of garlic. That's the only thing I'm not going to have. I'm actually putting 3 cloves of garlic instead of 1 clove of garlic, because Ron and I love garlic. It's good for us, and we like it. It's a good flavor enhancer. It's a good thing to substitute salt, actually. If I noticed that if we put onion, like caramelized onion or cooked sweet onion in a dish along with garlic, we don't use as much salt.
And I'm not really a salt person, even though I know salt is in everything. I like pepper. I prefer pepper.
Salt and pepper.
So, and I know salt is in everything. I know my wife puts salt in almost everything we eat, but
at least I'm using pink Himalayan salt.
If it can be as less salt as possible, I'm cool with that. I'm just not really, I like salt on my French fries.
Which we should have did French fries for our burgers, but
being that we having a beet burger,
we should have got some fries, but we didn't. So some leftover boiled potatoes from yesterday, but I don't feel like also busting out the air fryer to make fries with them.
A mountain of beets. I tell you what, if you're having problems going to the bathroom, there you go.
They make you go to the bathroom?
It does for me.
I have a stomach of steel. Nothing really hurts my stomach. Bananas used to hurt my stomach, but ever since we changed our eating habits and started eating more fruits and vegetables, and since I've cut out the meat and stuff,
the meats,
since I've done that, I haven't had problems with bananas anymore. Like, they never made me go to the bathroom, but they hurt my stomach something terrible. Like, I'd have a stomach ache all day. So, other than that, I don't have problems with my stomach. So the things you see me taking out are those little skins from the onions. I let them get in there, and you know, they don't cook up very well. So I just remove them. Alright, so next step. So it says, in a large skillet over medium heat, warm 1 tablespoon of oil. I didn't use that much oil, I just used like a little splash. Add onion and cook, stirring for approximately 5 minutes until softened. Add garlic and cook for 1 more minute and remove from heat and set aside. Boop. So that's that. Into a large bowl, combine flax seeds with 6 tablespoons of water and let stand for 10 minutes. Our flax seeds standing for 10 minutes.
So do I pour out the water?
No, we're going to use the water.
Okay.
So, move it to the side though. After, get this baby going. We are using the food processor again. I bought this food processor at Target a couple months back and probably paid, I think, 20 bucks for it. Can you pull that out? Probably paid 20 bucks for it. I figured, you know, something inexpensive. I don't know why it's so hard. I don't want to break it.
Yeah.
Just it back.
There you go.
I didn't think I'd use it a lot, so I said, you know, I'm not going to spend a lot on a food processor if I'm not going to be using it. And we've been using it. So it's $20 well spent. Alright, so this calls for a ½ cup of rolled oats, but since we're halving the recipe, I'm going to do a ¼ cup of rolled oats.
Spillage.
Just a little, because that beet's really wet.
You wet. I'm not wet.
I'm not wet either. You're the one who's moist all the time.
Actually, I am sweating.
So
when I come over here, I'm out of the frame.
Oh, okay. Alright. So, in the food processor, process oats until finely chopped. Where's the top for the food? Oh.
Give a little bit more space over that way. Don't seem like it's doing nothing.
I think there aren't enough oats in there.
That's why they said a lot.
You bastard. I think I'm going to use the full amount and just not put the full amount.
Okay.
I mean, we want these oats to go anyway.
True.
We don't even eat oats.
We don't. We don't. And again, this is another recipe that I found. I'm not big on beets, but
Just beat it.
it's something. Put in the comments, say thank you, wife, for cutting the husband off.
You got something else to say?
What?
I think I like doing that. Huh? 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 There's still something that's pretty oaty.
I think we'll be okay.
Okay. Sorry about that. So, okay, flaxseed to the flaxseed mixture. Okay, wait. Into the food processor, process oats until finely chopped and flour-like in texture. Add black beans and pulse until finely chopped and combine with the oats, being careful not to puree the beans. So this recipe called for 2 cans of black beans. We are using 1 can of black beans. And let me take out some of the oats. The whole time I'm saying oats in my head, I'm singing Honey Bunches of Oats. Don't pour them in yet. Honey Bunches of Oats. Alright, so now I have to take some of these oats out because I put so many oats in there just to get this thing going. I do have a smaller food processor, but I didn't want to pull that thing out too. So I'll take a good amount out.
A little crazy with taking
out.
Yeah.
Well, we can always add back in if we need to. All right, put the beans in. Dang it.
Forgot to put this back in.
Just move this stuff out of the way. Stick it in there.
The ones underneath.
What?
The beans underneath. They're gonna be all.
Alright. So that's why I like doing all the prep work off camera.
This what I like. I like the funny.
Okay, so add black beans and pulse until finely chopped and combine with the oats, being careful not to puree the beans. Looks finely chopped to me.
Let's go with it.
All right. To the flaxseed mixture, add black bean oat mixture, grated beets, cooked onions and garlic, tomato puree, smoked paprika, and oregano. Season with salt and pepper and mix with a spatula. Okay, so now comes this bowl. So
I can hold this or put this to the side. We don't need this anymore, right?
correct.
So we can put this right here.
So we're gonna dump this in here. That's a lot of beets.
I'm nervous. I really am. look at this beet stain. That's a murder scene.
It's a murder scene.
Don't need this anymore.
Correct. Alright. So, to the flaxseed mixture, add black beans, grated beets, the black bean mixture, yep, you can put those in.
Slip it on there.
You know, although I'm right-handed, this is not the hand I would want to use for this. I'm only using this way because of the camera angle.
I don't think they can see anyway. My eyes
Are jacked up?
Yep.
Okay. Alright, so now we have some other stuff to throw in here.
It just don't look good, y'all.
It doesn't, but we're gonna ride with it. Grated beets, cooked onions, garlic, tomato puree.
We didn't put this in there yet.
That's the tomato puree. 2 tablespoons. Gonna do. How'd that happen? A half tablespoon. So 1.
Get off of there.
Do it. And 2 makes 1 tablespoon. Because we're halving it. Then 1.5 teaspoons of smoked paprika. The paprika. 1.5 teaspoons. And again, I'm not gonna half this either because, you know, you want that smoky flavor and stuff. Oh, you know what we should add to this?
I'm assuming we gotta put this all together, right?
Oh, yes.
A little crazy. A little bit.
A little crazy with the paprika. Okay. Then, okay, so we got the onion, garlic, flaxseed. It's so gelatinous. Well, let me use that spoon instead. So I guess this is like the binder, because I know you can use flaxseed instead of eggs and things.
Mm-hmm.
It's so slimy. Blech.
Think that's gonna be enough to bind everything together?
We'll see.
My pretty.
Alright. Salt and pepper mixed with a spatula. Salt and pepper.
Pepper.
Can you get the chipotle peppers out of there? We're gonna add chipotle pepper.
They didn't say put that in there.
I know, we're gonna add chipotle pepper.
Where
It's
is
on the door in that mason jar. Alright, we got a little chipotle. Oh, we got rid of the cutting board already.
Just
I'll
do
just
it.
do it on the
Yeah,
counter.
do it right on the counter.
Yeah.
What you doing?
And the sauce. It's not coming out.
Don't worry about
Skip the sauce. Put the top on.
it. Yeah, see?
Get out of here.
See?
Alright, so we just took 2 chipotle peppers. I'm gonna add it to this.
Ooh.
What?
Just looking at all that.
Flavor.
Different flavors and things.
Is flavor.
And messing up the counter.
Yep. It's a mess. I'm gonna just mix it with my hands.
Yeah.
Oh, that's not my jam.
I'll do it.
Too late.
Alright. Now, when you finish putting that all together, where it's going?
In a frying pan.
And then what?
Fry them up.
Okay. So we're gonna let her do that, and we'll be right back, y'all. All we're doing is just moshing it all up together. Be right back. We are back. It's been a while.
Hi. So, we mixed it all together. I'll show you what the mixture looks like. And we made 2 burgers. They're in the pan, cooking up. I got it. I got it. we just put a little bit of spray oil in the pan, and we're cooking them up.
Olive oil.
Yep. So I just wanted to make a burger on camera so you guys can see how it looks and the consistency. It feels like ground beef, y'all, which trips you out a little bit. But I did taste the mixture, because the good thing about this is you can make sure it's seasoned well and there's nothing bad in it. It can be eaten raw. So I was thinking we could put these in the dehydrator, since we never use our dehydrator. We could put these in overnight and see how they come out tomorrow.
I'm probably not a fan of that, but
we can also take these to barbecues and put on the grill. We have our cast iron pans we could have used.
Thinking we probably should have used the cast iron.
Yeah, because it's sticking a bit to that pan. It's a no stick pan. We should use our cast iron. But this is the patty.
There you go.
And they take a while to
It took a while to cook, man.
yeah, they take a while to heat through. I use my temperature gauge to test them.
And
it was taking a while.
My wife is forgetting that we had to add to our taste liking.
Oh, we ended up adding some more of that oat, the powdered oats that we made in the
We put a little bit
food
more.
processor.
So you remember when she was taking too much out? Well, I put a little bit more in
We
there.
put more back in because this mixture was really wet.
So you got to get it to where you like it.
Yeah, play with it a little bit.
We also put another spoonful of
the tomato puree.
puree.
See, and here's the thing. We didn't follow the recipe exactly, right?
We don't never do that. That's why we call it the Grayson way.
So maybe if you follow the recipe the way it's intended, you won't have to do that. But we did add the chipotle peppers, which are wet. We halved the recipe and, went willy-nilly on it. So those things need to factor into the fact that it's wet.
Just put it all there.
It's wet.
Because this recipe is called for 8 burgers.
Yeah.
And we got
1, 2,
5.
3, 4, 5. Yeah. So we would have had way more if we would have did the whole recipe, because it called for 2 cans of beans, a whole beet.
Yeah, it was
a
crazy.
Whole,
it's just me. It's just her and I. That's
yeah.
it.
So we figure these 3 that we have left, we can freeze them for another day. Thank you. We're gonna freeze those, and then we can have them for another day. If we go to a barbecue or something.
That is if I like it.
I already like the mixture. I like the way it tasted, so I'm sure we'll like it even more once.
So my wife. So we got these, y'all. We got these. What buns are these?
Ciabatta. Ciabatta bun.
Ciabatta, baby.
I think that's how you pronounce it. And I toasted them a little on each side. I made some chipotle mayo with vegan mayo and some of those chipotle peppers. I just diced them up, stirred it together. I did ask him if he wanted chipotle mayo or dill mayo, which is another mayo that we make. Again, adding layers to the flavors, but he wanted the chipotle, so that's what we went with.
That stuff is good by itself.
Yeah, I made those breakfast burritos he spoke about the other day, and I made this chipotle mayo with it. It takes your sandwich over the top. You want them on both sides?
Sure.
Get that on there, nice and delicious. And then from my garden, all of this beautiful Swiss chard. Look at it. It's nice and vibrant. For my garden.
She's trying to mesmerize you?
Yes. So we're gonna throw that on there. See, please. We're gonna load it up with this. We just went by the garden today and got some stuff. So
They're gonna see a little bit of that in the
gonna
video.
use it up.
They're gonna see a little bit of that in the video.
Ah. Yeah, malicious. Now I'm putting pickle on mine. Ron doesn't want pickle on his. So I'm gonna have a pickle. I just took a dill pickle and sliced it in half. Gonna have that.
That's what. This is the concoction we got, y'all. This one is hers, pickles.
Pickles. And moment of truth. I tested the temperature, and they're at 120. Again, they don't need to be fully cooked to 165 because it's not meat. There aren't any raw ingredients in here that are gonna hurt us. So it doesn't need to be cooked all the way to that. We just wanted to heat it through because Ron and I don't like cold food. My burger is way bigger than his because we got crazy with it.
Beet burger.
Let me show mine because it looks prettier.
Get your face out of there and put your burger on.
Put my burger on?
Put your bread
Oh, the
on top. Put your bun.
See, got my chipotle mayo on there. Oh my gosh. Gonna cut mine in half. You don't want me to cut it in half? Oh, I want to take a picture of it. Ooh, look at it.
This ain't for me.
Oh man, really? Look at it.
They waiting for you.
Oh. Oh man.
This ain't for me, y'all.
Wait, I have to take a picture. Where's my phone?
This video is like 33 minutes long.
I know, but I have to show it on.
You don't have to. You want to.
Yes.
Yeah, this is
Aw, that's a shame.
It's not for me.
All right. I like it.
Okay.
I guess I'll be eating the rest of them by myself. It's spicy though. Is it too beady?
Overall, it's just not for me.
It's
not for me.
Well, what a shame. I like it though. I can definitely eat the rest of these by myself, but I'm gonna put them in the dehydrator overnight and see, because they are still pretty wet on the inside. And Ron doesn't like wet food.
I don't like wet food. So that's.
So he doesn't. We don't like cold food, and he don't like wet food.
It's too wet. It's really mushy. I'm not a fan of that at all. So
I'm gonna throw them in the dehydrator. Maybe we'll do a 5-minute follow-up video tomorrow.
And this is really spicy, and
It is really spicy.
And I have acid reflux, so I have to. I can't eat this whole sandwich, so it's a fail for me. But my wife likes it, so that means it won't go to waste. But I am not eating the rest of this.
Oh, okay. Well, you can just wrap it up, and I'll eat it tomorrow. So we gotta find you something to make, something to eat for dinner. But this is my dinner. It's good to me.
Alright, this video is way too long.
I'm gonna show them one more time.
She's.
I like it. Alright.
She always talk about me repeating myself, and she done repeated it like 30 times.
I like it.
There you go. Say it one more time.
I like it.
There you go. Alright, y'all. We out. Y'all have a good night. Till next video.
Bye.
I said, have a good night. Well,
What?
I said have a good night. I should have just said, see y'all on the next one. Alright, y'all.
Oh, you're still recording?
Yeah.